Hello, it is Danielle J. Mitchell, your up and coming queen of real estate. Um, Again, down here, you can see down below, I am a real estate agent for United Real Estate Philadelphia, and I proudly represent the United Way. And so I just wanted to come on here for this week's Tuesday tip at 2. This week's Tuesday tip at 2. And so this week's Tuesday tip at 2, we're going to be talking about the home buying process. Now, if you watched a lot of my stuff, before, and actually this will be the 13th webisode, if you will. And this time I don't have my glasses. I broke my glasses, not broke, it's fixable. But but I messed them up about 2 minutes before coming on. So, but it's all good. It's fine. Luckily, I added a little color to my face. So, but anyhow, we're going to be talking about today the home buying process, and I'm going to make this a two-part because there's a lot that involves home buying process. A lot of the stuff that I'm going to talk about today are things that I've talked about in other videos, right? So if you want, I'll reference my other videos that I've made. So if you want to talk or if you want to learn more about some of these things, hello Instagrammer, I see you there. If you want to learn more about some of the things I'm going to talk about today, you're going to have to go to my YouTube page, or you're going to have to go to my Facebook page, or you're going to have to go to my Instagram, wherever page you deem necessary. Move here, okay? whatever whatever social media outlet is more comfortable for you, okay? So in the meantime, let's get started. Let's move this hair out the way. Okay, there we go. So we're going to get started. So process number one. Now, I've talked about this in my video before. Hold on, there we go. All right, we're going, we're moving, we're shaking. Okay, perfect. I talked about this in, like I said, videos before. So home buying process, step number one is you want to do some sort of a home buying seminar, and you don't have to be a first-time homeowner to participate in the seminar, because really it's wonderful to do. Hold on 1 second. Wait, I hear myself. Hold on here. Stop talking. Sorry about that, guys. All right, there we go. Okay, so the home buying seminar, you don't have to just be a first-time homeowner, because a lot of times you figure if you sold your house 5 years ago, if you sold it or bought your house 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 30 years ago, a lot of things may have changed. You may have forgot a lot of things. And a lot of times, when you're in the home buying process, it's a lot, right? So you don't remember all the details. 9 times out of 10, you just went by the suggestion of your realtor. And you were just like, okay, I'm just coming along for the ride, right? I'm here at closing, I'm here at signing, I'm just doing my part. So it's nothing wrong with going to brush up on the home buying process to a home buying seminar. Okay, so whether you are a first-time home buyer or you're buying your second home or whatever, if there's been a lengthy length of time between the last time you bought a home, it's always great to find a home buying seminar. Other education that you could do, my Tuesday tips at 2. It's a great resource, but of course there's plenty of content on buying real estate, buying a home, all of that good stuff. Okay, so that's step one. Step two, of course, your credit. So I did want to mention on this video how there is, I think I've said it before in other videos, but I want to say specifically that FHA has not changed their guidelines, but many lenders have. Okay, many lenders have. So what does that mean? That means that if you go to certain lenders, they're going to be requiring you to have a 640 credit score or a 660. FHA only requires a 580 minimum, but because of what's going on with the COVID-19, with our economy, lenders want to, pretty much protect themselves. Okay, so their guidelines are becoming, a lot of them are having it be 640, 660. You still do the 3.5% down and all that stuff, but your credit score has to be in that range. Okay. So, make sure your credit is good, make sure it's in the range where it should be, and all that other stuff. Make sure that your debt is low, is a good one as well. So just doing some things to brush up on your credit score. Great apps to have: Credit Karma, Credit Sesame. It'll let you know, possibly, it gives you kind of pre-qualifications. So it'll let you know, hey, roughly you might get approved for this much. Okay. So of course, in a video I've done before, if you look through my videos, the third thing is getting pre-qualified, preferably pre-approved. Pre-qualified, pretty much. If you, again, I'm going to talk about this briefly. If you want more detail, you can go into my catalog of videos and find that one. But pre-qualified pretty much means that, they're kind of looking at your credit profile, and based on the number, they're like, hey, you probably qualify for this much. But they're not doing any digging. They don't know if you're working there or not. They don't know, they're not incorporating your DTI, your debt to income ratio. They don't have any paperwork on you, all of that stuff, right? So pre-approved is even better. Pre-qualified is okay. It's a start. You can go shop for homes and all that stuff with that. But if you want something concrete, it's better to get pre-approved. Okay, pre-approved. And again, refer to my catalog of videos if you want to learn more. Another thing, I'm looking at notes. Another thing, of course, I did a video on this as well. Finding a realtor. Finding a realtor. Now, hopefully, you'll pick me. Okay, you'll pick me. But if for some reason you did it, okay, or you haven't, of course, finding a realtor, there are plenty of ways to do that. If you go and click on any house, right? If you be like, type in information somewhere, somebody's going to be calling you and giving you a realtor. If you go on realtor.com, Zillow, anything, and you start typing in, and somebody's going to call you, like, hey, we're going to get you to a realtor. So that's going to happen if you know somebody. Hopefully, you know me. You'll partner with me, right? So that's step. I think we're at 4. So step 6, right? And I think I'm a stop here, because there's a lot. Hello. And there's a lot here. So shopping. So after you find a real estate agent, after you have gotten pre-approved, now if you get a real estate agent, someone like me is going to tell you, hey, all right, first thing we need to do is get you pre-approved. Then we'll be able to look for a home, blah, 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 right? But so I'll be able to tell you that. So one of the things, no, excuse me, sorry. Children, hashtag real life. So one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that your realtor will refer you. If you don't know any loan officers, if you don't know who to go to, that's absolutely fine. Once you find a realtor, they'll let you know, hey, I have some people, some loan officers I could refer you to, and everything like that. Okay. Of course, shopping for a home, your realtor will be able to show you a list of houses. They'll put you on an automated email in regards to Bright MLS, okay, which is what we use to look for homes. Okay, so all that to say is, after you got pre-approved, all that good stuff, now you're shopping for a home, and your realtor is helping you with that. After you find the house that you want, you're putting in an offer. Okay? And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that, because I don't want to be too long. But pretty much when you're putting in an offer, that means that you're going to have your earnest money deposit. Okay? So for earnest money deposit, you have to put down 1 to 2% of the sell price, of the purchase price. So if the house is $200,000, you need to put down 1 to 2% of $200,000. Okay? So when you put down, and that is cash. So, and typically you need a certified, a cashier's check of some kind. That's what you're putting in with the offer. Your realtor is going to send you a bunch of paperwork. Now, they might present it to you face to face. Sometimes when you want to do it faster, quicker, they'll go off and send it through DocuSign, which is fantastic. And you can just zip through it, rather do your mobile device or do your computer. And so that's pretty much, no, go upstairs. Sorry. Again, hashtag real life. So one of the things that you have to remember is that when you're putting in an offer, you want to go by the suggestion of your realtor. Um, and it's very good to make sure that when you're ready to put in an offer, that this is really what you want to do, because it's a lot of paperwork. It could take a couple hours trying to trying to put the agreement to sell together. Your earnest money deposit, trying to put that together, trying to put together just other paperwork that you're going to need to sign off on. I'm gonna stop there. Um, but next week I'm gonna go into more detail and go into part two of the home buying process, because I really want people to understand the offer process, what it is to submit an offer. Okay, so thank you for bearing with me. Excuse the interruptions, but this is a hashtag real life. And I will be having other videos talking about how this COVID-19 has you home. And going, I think I did a video about that too, having kids versus COVID-19, because staying home and doing businesses is fun. It's fun. But thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, Facebookers. Please like this. Please share this. I would greatly appreciate it. Next week we're going to talk about part two. I'm going to go more into detail about offer. We'll go into part two of the home buying process, because there are some more steps that get a little bit more detailed. So I'm going to save time for that. I try to keep my videos under 10 minutes, but 13, it's fine. It is me, Danielle J. Mitchell, your up and coming queen of real estate. Thank you so much for joining me. And please, remember that I am doing virtual consultations. So if you're thinking of buying, if you're thinking of selling, please, we can schedule a virtual consultation via Zoom, and we can talk about it.